Jordan Jones. I like to share my top 10 hardest levels on Super Mario 3D World. Let's get started with the top 10 hardest levels to play on Super Mario 3D World. Number 10. This is World 8-1, which is Spiky Spike Bridge. It's not really all that difficult. It's just kind of annoying sometimes to play through. And you have to be careful. You have a pair of dry bones everywhere and stuff like that. And it can make it kind of difficult to play through. This is just based off my opinion. And you have Fire Bros there, and then this green star is kind of tricky to get. You have to do that. And then you'll have more spikes coming onto the level, and rain, and dry bones, and lots of stuff like that. Let's move on to the next one on the list, because I can't say much about this one. Number 9. This is World 3-2, which is Chain Link Charge. It's definitely harder than the one we just talked about, which is crazy. Because you have these, it's an auto-scrolling, slow-paced level. You have these enemies here. And you have this cat, so you have to be careful. And then this green star, there's no green star there. I thought there was. Excuse me. Like, green stars can be confusing about this level. These platforms can push you and end up dying. Crazy, right? And this green star is tricky to get. You have to do that, jump back off, then jump across. Boom. And then you could get hit with a sneak. And you could die really easily. There's not much I can say about this one either. Let's move on. Number 8. This is Mr. House Throwdown. So you have to be quick with throwing them because you only have 10 seconds to do it, and you have to do it and grab all green stars. And that one you have to jump and do it with jumping platform. And this one you have to jump, throw like that. And then you have to use the power blocks right there to destroy stuff. And it's kind of tricky to do. Let's move on. Number 7. This is Spiky Spike Bridge Snake. Another spike level, but definitely harder than the one we just talked about. For number 10. This level has lots of stuff in it. It's almost everything from what we talked about so far. You can get hit easily like that by getting a spike, by getting in the spotlight like that. And let's move on. Number 6. This is Cosmic Cannon Cluster. And this level right here, you have lots of dry bones and you have to use the cannon box at the right time. And it's a very fun challenge, but this stamp is a little difficult to get if you don't know what you're doing. You have to time it just right and then go over there and get it, and just like that. So once you figure it out, it'll eventually be pretty easy to do. And then here's the part where it is kind of tricky as well. You have spinies, and not only that, they have to bounce off cannonballs to progress through at the right time and at the right height until you'll eventually make it up. If you time it just right, you'll make it to the underwater section, which will be the easiest part of the level. Let's go on. Number 5. And this is the Mystery House Brawl from the Mushroom World. You have to defeat lots of stuff like there. You might have all kinds of stuff you need to do, stuff like that. Let's move on. Number 4. This is Grumblump Inferno. Which is the 7th level of World 8. If you jump and try, you're toast. So what you want to do is go slowly across like that, and then you can finally beat it. You can long jump across to land over here, but that's kind of risky to do. If you ground pound it, it'll go even faster, makes it tough and stuff like that. Let's go on. Number 3. This is Mr. House Marathon. The longest Mr. House of the whole game. And this level has lots of stuff in it. Like this, and you have to use certain power-ups, and you have to go along, something like that. This is everything Mr. House would have. And stuff like that. Let's move on. Number 2. This is Boss Blitz, which is the last level in the Flower World right before you unlock the Crown World. Yeah, 5 different bosses go through. I recommend starting with the cat suit and then taking on the Histocrat so you can get that out of the way first. You can get cat suit in the level itself, but that takes far too long. Yeah, 5 bosses you have to beat, which are Histocrat, Boom Boom, Pom Pom, Mobley Boss Blob, Brolder, King Cthulhu, and stuff like that. and then you have to play through them, and you have like, I'm not sure how much time to do it. You have only so much time to do it. But let's move on. And now, the number one hardest Super Mario 3D level is, drumroll please, lots of people guessed it right. Champions Road has to be number one, which is the hardest level of the whole game. This level is everything. You have no power-ups, no checkpoints, and it's the longest level of the game. You have to time these jumps just perfect. Stuff like that. If not, you're toast. And that's it, what we have right now. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think the hardest Super Mario 3D World level is and why. That was it. Hope that was helpful and have a good one.